Just another girl in the artistic gymnastics academy. Part 5. To finish, I also found lip gloss on her dresser. I put it on and looked at myself in the mirror. I had never seen myself like this. Normally Carlos liked dresses like princesses and I liked more casual clothes, skirt and blouse sets or simple summer dresses, like the ones girls used any day, but this was amazing. That day I didn't eat. I stayed in front of the mirror for I don't know how long until there was a knock on the door. I went to the door as fast as I could and opened it for Carlos to see me. I opened the door and indeed there was Carlos. He covered his mouth with his hands while he looked at me. Wow. You look so pretty. You like it? I asked, turning so that he could see me with pride that did not fit in me. You look beautiful. Thank you. I told him, feeling proud. Nobody had told me that before. We entered and as always, we went to my sister's room. Did you bring something? What are you going to wear? No, I didn't know that today. No, I didn't tell you anything, but, since I saw the dress, I couldn't wait for it to rain to try it on. Of course. I would have done the same, but are you sure it's from your sister? Because it looks like it was made for you. I was getting redder and redder, but the truth is, I felt flattered and I was enjoying seeing myself so pretty. We checked my sister's closet and nothing seemed to convince Carlos. I have an idea. He said, do you have your gala uniform? I saw him without understanding what he was thinking. My dress uniform was the one we used at school for special events like flag guard or for graduations. It was a navy blue suit, white shirt, and black tie. The suit had the school shield on the chest that looked military and was worn with black Bostonian type shoes. Yes, but what for? You will see. He went into the bathroom to change. It took almost as long as when he put on a dress, but when he came out, I must admit that until that day, I had never seen him handsome. In addition to the suit, which fit him perfectly, he combed his hair and behaved super virile, at least for that day. Because that day, he took to behaving like a gentleman with me. He wouldn't let me carry or move anything, so he put a kind of altar at the end of the room and made a corridor, putting chairs and armchairs the sides. Then he put dolls and stuffed animals on the chairs to be our guests, and before continuing, he asked me to wait for him and went into my sister's room. He got out and walked directly towards me as formally as he could, but with a smile. I looked at him, still not understanding what he was planning. Upon arrival, he got down on one knee, took out a piece of paper, and, reading, told me, Valerie Marianne, from the first time I saw you, I realized that you were the prettiest girl I had ever seen. He was all nervous and started laughing. He concentrated and started again. Valerie Marianne, from the first time I saw you, I realized that you were the prettiest girl I had ever seen. With you I can talk about anything, Anne. He laughed again. I also started to laugh nervously, but without a doubt, I was enjoying the moment. I had never imagined that someone would propose to me, much less a boy and much less in this beautiful way. I felt pretty and flattered. He tried to continue. I want to ask you, if you want to be. Of course, like the worst of brides, I made him repeat it all. Nope. Not that way. Nope. He told me, all sad. I mean, yes, but tell me everything. I just can't. Ha ha ha. Yes you can, come on, start over. He read his page again and began. Valerie Marianne, from the first time I saw you, I realized that you were the most beautiful girl I had ever seen. You are my best friend and with you, I have no secrets. Since that day, every time we are together I feel happy. You make me laugh like nobody else, Anne. From the pocket of the suit, he took out a small jewelry box. I almost died of excitement. I want to ask you if you want to be my wife. I couldn't take it anymore. I pulled him and hugged him very hard. I was barely going to be 8 years old, and I had never really liked boys, but at that moment I fell in love with my friend. I hugged him tightly. I didn't want to let him go. Yes, I want. I said without even opening the box, and kissed him on the cheek. I think my reaction surprised him. After all, we were just playing and we had been friends for a long time. I thought of him more as my girlfriend, but at that moment, I even shed tears of emotion. When I finally let him go, he told me, "But open the box, silly girl." I opened it, still nervous, and there was a ring from my sister that she hadn't worn for a long time. "Aren't you going to wear it?" "Yes. But put it on yourself." I put my hand on him as any bride would, and he, all chivalrous, took the ring out of the box and put it on my finger. I couldn't believe the emotion he was making me feel. Then we saw a movie scene where there was a wedding and we planned our own. He told me where he was going to be waiting for me. I had to walk to the altar, and once I got there, we had to say our vows. Finally, the time came. Carlos was waiting for me with his suit next to the altar with his hands behind his back. I walked slowly towards him. When I was arriving, he stretched out his hand to receive me. I stood next to him and he took out his little piece of paper and did his best not to laugh. I, Carlos, promise to love you, be faithful to you and protect you, and provide everything you need for you and our children, every day of my life until death does us part. Now it's your turn. He told me. I, Valeria Mariana, promise to love you, respect you, be faithful to you, and take care of our children. Are we going to have children? Ha 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 ha. Of course. That's why we got married. Oh, I did not know. Ha ha ha. Well, then I also promise to take care of our children and to be a good woman. Are you sure? I nodded. He stood on the other side as if he were the priest. I declare you, husband and wife, now you can kiss the bride. He returned to his place next to me, we shook hands, he came a little closer, and without much thought, I kissed him. It wasn't a big kiss, we were just some children almost 8 years old, but it was a little bird kiss. We parted for a moment and with emotion, I gave him another one just like it. So my first kiss, against all odds, was wearing a beautiful white wedding dress and with my friend Carlos. After that, we hugged for a moment until the alarm clock that I had set for 5:30 rang to know that it was time to be Mario again. If you like it, please like and subscribe. See you next week. Valeria Garza.